Kutski, the residency on Radio 1.
Hi, I'm Kutski. I'm stood out here at 2:30 in the morning, Great Portland Street, outside the Radio 1 headquarters, and I'm just about to do my residency show, 3 till 5.
In the next 2 hours, we're going to be breaking some of the freshest new dance music from the underground hard dance and hardcore scenes.
I've been doing the residency for about just over 12 months now, I think. I did the first 6 shows, and then they decided to keep me on, which of course I jumped at the opportunity for. So yeah, I'm on the residency programme supporting underground hard dance and hardcore.
Text lines are now open, 81199. That's 81199. We'll be reading out some of your shouts later on in the show. And we've got John Doe from CLSM in the studio passing through.
I used to go to Cream in Liverpool when I was getting into clubbing, and then obviously Bowlers in Manchester, which was my main outlet. I used to absolutely love it there, you know, living for the end of the month. There was a local record shop, Global Grooves, and they did a lot of hardcore back in the day, but then as things fizzled out, and that's like I got into looking around the internet for records and see record shops, see what I could get from all over the world, which was great because I was getting loads of records that people hadn't heard of, just like stumbling across stuff from Europe, you know, Holland and stuff. I mean, it's like I, you know, got hold of some hardstyle stuff, even though it didn't have the hardstyle label over here. It's just I was seeing it as like hard house and new style gabba like fused together. So I was, you know, using records like that. And when I learned how to mix, there was nobody that I knew that could mix. I mean, I was just fading one record in, the other record out, and it was only by chance once they were at the right speed and it mixed, like beat matched. So then I thought, oh, that's obviously why I need 2 turntables, and I can't do it with me Technics Discman and me Sound Lab belt drive. One of the guys that gave me quite a big break, to be honest, to where I am now is Billy Bunter, and I used to send him CDs all the time because it's like, you know, he was a big hero of mine when I was, you know, younger and stuff. So I used to send him CDs. I didn't even know he was receiving them, and then it's like after about 1.5 years of sending them, I just got a phone call out of the blue saying, "Oh, it's Billy Bunter, like, you know, I want to put you for my tasty events." Like, so that was quite a big turning point for me.
Sorry to have to drag you out at this time. I know you don't like popping out this early in the morning. Like,
of course not. I was at a friend's wedding.
Music that I find interesting at the moment that's been really getting us into it and everything. I mean, it's just the obscure things that a lot of people miss. I mean, there's 2 guys down in Brighton, Shitmat and Scotch Egg, and first time I seen them in Liverpool, like, they're absolutely crazy. Like, it's like I left the night and I just couldn't stop thinking about it, to try and get in touch with them both and get some material off them. When I got the Radio 1 show, obviously it was a good opportunity to give people that are kind of underground and not making tracks to shift units, it gives them the opportunity to get exposed. So we've played Shitmat tracks on the show. I played it on one of my residency live mixes. We've had Scotch Egg doing a producer showcase for us, which got, you know, a phenomenal amount of feedback. People were really positive about it. Even the people that went into it, you know, were appreciative of it. I mean, tonight we've got a guest mix from a guy called Vandal from South Wales, and it's like, you know, he's only 21 and his production's phenomenal. Like, you know, it's getting plays from DJs all over the world. I mean, Dave Pearce has already touched on his stuff, like, you know, it's hard trance. So I mean, it's just the excitingness of the scene at the moment is all the different genres of music that are all kind of tying in together that you can kind of play all in the same set.
Next up, we've got this week's new producer. This is a 21-year-old who started DJing back in '97 and then started writing his own tunes a year later. He's had big plays from Alpha Zone, Baz and Ram, as well as Radio 1's Dave Pearce. He plays out regularly on the South Wales circuit at events such as Bionic, and has recently set up his own label, Transwares, with Invader. We've managed to blag an exclusive mix from Vandal. This is full of all his new stuff. These are the sounds of South Wales DJ Vandal.
Things that's really interesting is just the characters behind it. It's like I mentioned, you know, Shitmat, Scotch Egg, people like that. They're really interesting people. There's like good history. It's like them 2 living next door to each other, and Shitmat getting Scotch Egg to circuit bend Game Boys to get Gabba kick drums, and all the theories that go behind it. You know, some of them are true, some of them are interview blags on the internet and that. And it's all really interesting. And when you've got a bit of history behind the music, it's good, and people shouldn't try and pigeonhole it as in like, oh, I play Italian hardstyle or I play Dutch hard trance or something. It should just be, you know, this is all hard dance and it's all great if it's a good record play. It doesn't have to be by a big producer, it's just as long as it's rocking. A standard set of mine will have hard house, hard style and hard trance in it, whereas, you know, when the purists take over the scene it gets very monotonous, but at the moment it's really fresh and exciting, so it's all good. Wow, he was going fast.